Do you normally buy things in the market and this bucket you're seeing here, popularly known as paint rubber, is used as measurement? I can bet that you have been cheated 9 out of 10 times. So here is why. I mean, there are times you go to the market, you buy something, maybe gari, maybe rice or anything, and then you get home, you measure again and you're wondering what's wrong. I mean, they measured it in the market now. Why is it looking like it's not complete? Or some of us even use it to buy rice, and all of that. Well, today I want to show us the difference between these three buckets. But let me start by asking, which of this bucket is the biggest? Is this A, B, or C? What would you say if you were asked to choose? Which of them? So let's look at it. I'm placing them side by side so you can actually already see the height. Now, to start with, this and this have same height, as you can see. A and B have same height, as you can see. B enters into A perfectly, as you can see also. So it means that B is not as wide as A. A is wider than B. That's what it means. It means this is wider than this. You see how it fits in perfectly? It's wider. Now let's try to fix this in. Can you see? It's not going in perfectly. So this is wider, even though they have the same height. This is wider, so this is slightly bigger than this. This is popularly used in the market. In fact, it's almost very difficult, like almost near impossible to find these ones. They usually bring out this one if you know the ones you're buying. So this is that. Then now for these two, let me ask you. So we already have confirmed that this is bigger than this. Now let's bring these two together. Which is bigger amongst these two, A or B in this case? Many of us will say it's this, because if you look at it, it's slightly higher than this. So it's easy for you to say it's this that is bigger than this. But that's not the thing. Some people have also said the way to know the bigger one is to count the 4 lines. Actually, that's the point. But these traders are really smart and they've devised means to ensure that the buckets have 4 lines all the time. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4 lines. You're correct. Guess what? This also has 1, 2, 3, 4 lines. So which of these two is bigger? Now let me show you the biggest secret. I'm sure if the market women know I'm showing you this, they are going to actually beat me up. So this is it. This is not a single painter. It's a double painter. It's called a double paint bucket. Here's what they do. Look at it now. You can see now that this is shorter than this. So this was a regular bucket like this. Then they cut it. Some of them will cut out 2 lines, 1, 2, and leave the last 2 lines. And then cut another one again. Another one again. They cut 1, 2 as well. So some of them will cut 1, 2 out up to this point and leave these 2 lines. Then they pick another full bucket again and cut the first 2 out again. Then they put one inside the other. It gives you the same 4 lines, but you're being cheated. So in this particular case, so this is a complete painter, single painter. If you look through it, you can see that it's transparent. You can see through the buckets. That's one way to know. Always lift it up, check through, and see if it's transparent enough for you to see that it's a single plastic. But in this case, they've cut this one. They removed the first line. That's why it's shorter. Then this one, they removed 2 lines, making it this short. Then they put this at the bottom of this, fix it in together. It gives you 4 lines just like this. So you look at it, it looks same. As a matter of fact, you think this is bigger because it actually looks higher. Unknown to you that they've removed the first line, it only looks longer because there's another one underneath. And that means this is not going in completely. Have you noticed that? Look at where it's stopping. So this bucket actually stops somewhere here. So that's the only measurement you're getting from what you're buying. So how do you know this is fake? Lift it up like this. If you lift it up like this, you're going to notice it's not transparent. It's really dark. It's obvious there's another bucket added to it. You can also touch it. You see the weight as compared to this. Look at this. This is double. It's obvious. And you can, if you look at it very closely, you almost can find the line where it was added. Sometimes actually added as double, sometimes single. But almost all the time you are buying, especially if you are looking for 4 lines, this is what they are using to sell to you. So if you don't want to be cheated again, what do? When you get to the market, lift up your bucket and look inside the bucket to see how transparent it is. This is transparent, but this is not. Very dark. Only the first 3 layers is transparent because that's a single part. But the other part is very dark because it is double. Moreover, this particular one, remember I said some of them actually remove up to 2 lines. In this case, it's only 1 line that was removed. In some of these buckets, they actually removed 2 lines. As a matter of fact, the popular ones they use in the market, they removed 2 lines, not 1 line. Just I couldn't find it. I was trying to buy this measurement. They actually sell them in the market, and it's very expensive because they fabricated it. So I was looking for it to buy. I didn't find that one, so that I would show us, and then I had to get this one. This is even a better one. Some are worse than this actually. So this is another one, popularly called half paint. I'm sure we all use it. So look at this. It looks like nothing is wrong with it if you look at it very well. It looks like nothing is wrong with it. You really need to be an expert to know that something is wrong with this measurement. When this was produced, it wasn't produced like this. They actually fabricated it. This is the original measurement. This is the complete one. Now let me put the 2 side by side. Can you see the difference? Look at the difference in height. So look at it, it's not the same. Here's what they do. When they get these containers, they cut out a part at the bottom and then they close it up back. How do you confirm what I'm saying? Look at the company's address is now missing. They've cut it off. The company's address is missing. Look at this. All these are missing. They've cut off all this in the process. And then they return it back and it looks just like this one. And you're unable to tell the difference between the two. So how do you know this is fake? Always lift it up and check. These tin tomatoes, when the companies they are producing, they usually give a bit of space in the design. There is no how the right top will get into the ring line. So once you see that they cut off a part of this, cut off a part of the right top, you already know that they've done something to the measurement. So look at it very well. Some actually don't cut it at the bottom. They used to cut at the top before. Then they realize they are cutting the name of the product and people can easily tell that they are cutting it. So what they decided to do to start cutting from the bottom. So when next you want to buy, check. If any of the information is missing, check for the little margin the company will leave at the top and little margin at the down for the design. If it's not there, they've compromised it either at the top or at the bottom. So don't be cheated again. Things are really costly and you do not deserve to be cheated, and that's why I'm sharing this with you. So remember to take very good care of yourself till we come your way again. And if you have someone you think needs this information, especially if the person lives in Lagos, make sure you share this video with them. I mean, it happens everywhere, not just Lagos, but it's very common in Lagos. Share this video with someone you care about. Bye.